Hello twin flames and welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for Sunday. So we're going to bring in again the Divine Masculine Distraction Oracle and the Sacred Forest Oracle. Now there is a lot of noise around today, even on a Sunday, because there's so much change going on in the world, in our lives, in our bodies, to prepare us for 2023. So if you do hear noise outside, which is so interesting, as I start the masculine reading, that there's all this noise around, it's about remembering that these things happen to bring in change. So sometimes the masculines can have so much noise in their minds, they have to block it out. And they can block you because of that. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong. It doesn't mean they don't love you, they don't care about you, they don't want to connect with you. It means in that moment they can't cope with the noise. And that noise to them is pressure. It feels like pressure. They don't know what to do, what way to turn, what to say, how to act. So they just block everything out. And they don't just block you, they block everything. They run away. It's like a child having a tantrum and running away and hiding in the bedroom and slamming the door and doing their own thing. But eventually that child will have to come out of the bedroom because they get hungry, they get curious, they want to know what's going on. They know they can't stay there forever. And they know they have to come out and face things. And that's also what the masculines do. So by no means, I'm not saying you're masculine as a child or anything like that. I'm saying the way they act sometimes can really mirror that energy, because they are innocent and they are learning and growing. And yes, they may not do things the way you would do things or handle things the way you would handle things. But that's why the divine masculine is also the divine feminine's greatest teacher. So we're being reminded to remember that. So what energy is the masculine in today, please? What energy is the masculine in today? What energy is the masculine in today? What do we need to know? Wow. You know, this is so powerful because this happened for the divine feminine. So again, it's mirrored energy. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, pause this, watch the feminine reading and then come back, because the card also jumped across the room. And this is when sometimes as a feminine we get very frustrated because we feel like we're constantly manifesting and calling in our twin and doing all these things and forgiving and all this healing, and they're not coming. Why? It's because the masculines have to physically make a change. They have to get up out of their chair and they have to take action by moving towards you, to reach out to you, to pick up whatever guidance they are receiving to get the card. Okay, so they are gaining, look at this, power in the stillness to do this. So this is a real powerful message. You know, I can't just reach over there and get the card because the table's in the way. This other table's in the way. I have to physically get up and go around the table to get the card. And that's exactly what happened in the feminine reading. And when these things happen, they blow me away. It's power. Parrot guidance. The angels saying both of you are being guided to take action towards your dreams. And in the stillness, that's the masculine taking action. So you may feel he's a coward or he's running away or he's hiding from you, but he's actually reflecting. It says reflecting pool, but they're giving me the word fool. Reflecting a bit like a fool. You know, acting a bit foolish, running away. It may seem foolish to you, but it makes sense to them. Because the pool is where things become clear, where they go deep down and they gain access and knowledge and understanding of the next steps to take. So the stillness is creating magic. It's creating power. There's a song by my favourite ever band, Depeche Mode. It's called Enjoy the Silence. And it says, enjoy the silence. You know, words are unnecessary sometimes. You don't need to communicate in the physical because you are one. And you are telepathic beings. We've got vaping, okay? So first of all, if your masculine is smoking or vaping or, you know, taking things into their physical body, they are being guided to release that. And, you know, they may be guided to release that through ascension, through coughing. Maybe they're repelling things out of the body right now. We know that they've been cleansing themselves. But really, what they do sometimes is they try to replace you with something else, and that can never happen. The message is trying to replace the real thing, that's you, with a habit that never satisfies, because there is always an upgrade. So in other words, there's always an upgrade of what they're doing, but it will never be as good as you, because you're the original. How can you replace the original? Okay, how can they replace you? They can't. So in other words, what this means is, what people do is they start vaping to stop smoking. But really what they're craving is that cigarette. And there's always an upgrade. So when you're vaping, you've got the best vape and then another one comes out. So they get that and then another one comes up. It's like when we upgrade our phone. There's always something better, but it never replaces the original, does it? So remember that, okay? Vaping is their way of expressing that you are the one. So that's what this card means, okay? I created this deck. It may seem a bit of a weird card, but that's what the angels guided me to do. And, this is really them saying to you, nothing is going to satisfy me but you. Nothing can replace you because you are the real thing. Everything else may be a habit or a distraction. So a habit could be a karmic partner, a person they've been with for 30, 40 years, maybe less than that, but something they've got used to as a habit. It doesn't mean they love doing that or being with that person. It means it's just a habit, but you're the real thing. And we've also got gaming. It says craving companionship of like-minded beings, being online. So really when they are online, whether they're on Facebook or they're scrolling through the internet or they're gaming online or whatever they're doing, they are craving like-minded beings. Well, you get those like-minded beings, Divine Feminine, here and now. You connect with like-minded beings through soul family, through connecting with channels like this one, websites maybe where you connect with other people, chat rooms, whatever it is, communities of spiritual people, Divine Feminines, other light workers. That's where you get that power from. Now, the masculines don't get that. So a lot of the masculines will go within themselves and do it in other ways. My masculine is a gamer and he goes online and he plays games with his friends because he's craving like-minded companionship. People who get him in other ways, not just the spiritual way. But this is reminding you that when your masculine does these things that you may not get or understand because you wouldn't do that or that doesn't float your boat or it doesn't interest you, it's something behind it. So they are actually craving companionship of like-minded beings. And yes, they crave your companionship. You are a like-minded being, you are one. But this is more than that. As a Divine Feminine, we need more than our twin to feel at peace and satisfied and, to feel understood. We also crave other Divine Feminines where we can understand each other's journeys. That's why we're all here. That's why you're members of the channel. That's why you subscribe to the channel. Because we're always here. We're here for each other through the good and the bad. We support each other always. And the masculines sometimes don't have that. So if they're running away and shutting the door and they're gaming or they're online or they're on WhatsApp or they're doing these things and you're getting triggered because you're thinking, why does he seem to be spending time with everyone else online but he isn't spending time with me? It's because he needs some time to process. And when he's spending time around what he believes for himself in that moment as a like-minded person, he feels at peace around them. So that doesn't mean they've replaced you or they're taking your place because nobody ever can. It just means in that moment he may be given what he needs so he can reflect and heal and go within. And that's what you need to know. When my masculine goes on his game, I don't get triggered by that. I do my own thing. So remember, Divine Feminine, if he's seeming to be doing other things, let him do it. Every now and again, it will happen because it tests the connection, because it proves the love, because they always return, and he will always come out of his room eventually to see what's going on. He will always reach out to you, unblock you, friend you back, come back to you, whatever way he needs to do it. The universe will always create that way. So I feel that some of the masculines could be gamers, some could be vaping, and these could be things that get on your nerves. Things that trigger you or affect you. And you think, why are you doing those things? You're harming your body. Gaming isn't healthy because you're not out in the open or, what are you doing? You're just wasting time away. But these are things your masculine needs to feel safe, protected, and to do the work within himself to feel at peace. And when he feels at peace, he'll come out of that room, he'll come offline, he'll stop doing things that are toxic to him, and he will make this connection work. He will get up off his bum, and he will go around the table and he will pick up that card. In other words, what he will do is take action towards you to make this real. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.